Hello, I am Momita De and welcome to my channel Skillful Journeys. In this session, we will discuss about the English grammar chapter adjective and the degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison. It is possible to change the degree of comparison of an adjective or adverb in a sentence without changing the meaning of the sentence. Comparison can be made using three forms of adjectives: positive, comparative, and superlative. Positive degree. The positive degree of an adjective in comparison is the adjective in its simple form. It is used to denote the mere existence of some quality of what we speak about. It is used when no comparison is made. For example, it is a tall building. Here, tall is the adjective, but here no comparison is made. For the next example, apple is sweet to taste. Here also no comparison made. Sweet is the adjective. Sweetie is a nice girl. So nice is the adjective. Again here no comparison is made. So these are the positive degree of adjective. Next, comparative degree. The comparative degree denotes the existence of a higher degree of the quality than the positive. It is used when two things or two sets of things are compared. For example, this building is taller than any other building. Here, comparison is made between a building and the other building. So, if this building is taller than any other building. Taller is the comparative degree. Next, apple is sweeter than pear. Here comparison is made between apple and pear. So apple is sweeter. Here er is added with the adjective. Sweeter is the comparative degree of sweet. Sweetie is nicer than most other girls in class. So here also you can see comparison is made between two objects or two humans, Sweetie and a group of girls. So nicer is the comparative degree of nice. Here nicer is the comparative degree. Now, superlative degree. The superlative degree denotes the existence of the highest degree of the quality. It is used when more than two things are compared. For example, this is the tallest building. Here, this building is compared to other all buildings. So, among all buildings, this is the tallest building. Apple is the sweetest fruit. So, apple is compared to other fruits. It is sweet. So, here sweetest fruit is apple. Sweetest is the superlative degree. Sweetie is one of the nicest girls in the class. So, here also nicest is the superlative degree because Sweetie is compared to all the other girls in the class. Now let's see some list of degrees of comparison. The positive degree, then comparative degree, then superlative degree. So let's start. Bright, brighter, brightest. By adding er or est, we can make comparative degree or superlative degree. Black, blacker, blackest. Bold, bolder, boldest. Clever, cleverer, cleverest. Cold, colder, coldest. Fast, faster, fastest. Great, greater, greatest. High, higher, highest. Kind, kinder, kindest. Let's see some more degrees of comparison by adding r or st. Brave, braver, bravest. Fine, finer, finest. Large, larger, largest. Nice, nicer, nicest. noble, nobler, noblest, pale, paler, palest, simple, simpler, simplest, wise, wiser, wisest, white, whiter, whitest. Now let's see some degrees of comparison where we will delete the final y and add ier or iest instead. Okay. So let's see. Costly, costlier, costliest. Here the final y is been deleted and in the comparative section we have added ier instead of y, and in superlative form we have added iest instead of y. Next, dry, drier, driest, easy, easier, easiest, happy, happier, happiest, heavy, heavier, heaviest, lazy, lazier, laziest, merry, merrier, merriest, wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest. We can also make the degrees of comparison by doubling the final consonants like big, bigger, biggest. Here the last consonant in the word big is G. So here we are doubling the G. The consonant G is doubling like big, bigger, bigger, biggest, biggest, dim, dimmer, dimmest, fat, fatter, fattest, hot, hotter, hottest, thin, thinner, thinnest. We can also make degrees of comparison by adding more and most before the adjective, like active, more active, most active, attractive, more attractive, most attractive, beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful, brilliant, more brilliant, most brilliant, careful, more careful, most careful, courageous, more courageous, most courageous, cunning, more cunning, most cunning, difficult, more difficult, most difficult, famous, more famous, most famous, faithful, more faithful, most faithful. Comparisons and contrasts. First, when we compare two objects, person, qualities, degrees, etc., that are some respect equal, we may use the comparison of equality. This is formed by the use of as, then adjective or adverb, then again as. For example, your house is as large as mine. Here we have used as, then the adjective large, then again as. Next, when we compare unequal subjects, we may use the comparative degree of the adjective or adverb with than. For example, his new book is more interesting than his earlier books. So here the word than we are using here. Next, when the comparison is negative, we use so, then the adjective or adverb, then again as. For example, your house is not quite so large as mine. Here we have used so, then adjective large, then as. So like this, we can form the sentence. Next, in some adverbial clauses of comparison, both subject and verb are dropped. For example, he is more shy than he is unsocial. So here we can say he is more shy than unsocial. So we are dropping here the phrase he is. Let's see another example. Some people think more about their rights than they do about their duties. Here we can drop the phrase they do. So how we can read the sentence? Some people think more about their rights than about their duties. In clauses of comparison introduced by than, that, should is used. For example, I am all ready to do the work myself rather than that you should have to do it. Next, comparison and contrasts are also expressed by the use of the and the with comparatives, like the sooner you start, the sooner you will finish. The more he read, the less he understood. So here we are using the and the to complete the sentence and compare two sentences or two activities. There are also degrees of comparison where no rules are followed. For example, bad, worse, worst, evil, worse, worst, good, better, best, ill, worse, worst, well, better, best, late, latter, latest, little, less, least, much, more, most, many, more, most. These all are called irregular comparison. This was all about the degrees of comparison. If you like this video, then please do share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.